Have assert. Hey guys, as Kyle asserts himself,
I gotta go.
I'll
If that's
introduce
gonna
us.
be like that.
This is such a good podcast already. I'm Annie Letterman. Welcome to Meanspiration, episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite sure. I have Kyle Dunnigan back here. He was such a hit.
Well, how big of a hit was I? I mean, what do you?
You had like I'm averaging around 3,500 views, which is pretty embarrassing.
No, that's not bad at all.
I think you guys need to tell your friends and family about the podcast. Maybe with the new backdrop you will. But yeah, yours got almost 9,000. Possibly
Wow.
more. It was
Wow.
probably it was the first one, so it might be that, but I don't know if it was your popularity.
I don't think it was that. I think it was the popularity.
I think it was you. But then Esther's is rising. Little Esther's episode is rising. We also, I don't know if you can see, but little Olive's here. Olive, lift your little head. We have a dog on a podcast.
What's
the
today's
viewers.
show about?
Today's show, we're going to answer questions. It's a Q&A episode.
Great. Do they call in, or did you write them down?
I have them on my phone. We're going to do
Okay.
it. But first, let's just see how you're doing. I have a new backdrop.
I'm sorry.
You're Tiger?
Yes. I've
Kyle's
said
too eager.
19 words wrong, and then I put that.
Did you
in that
sleep well
order.
last night,
No.
Kyle?
No.
Tell us what happened.
I took a marijuana thing, which was I took it and then I looked at the milligrams and it was 20 milligrams.
Uh-oh.
little too
What do you
much.
usually take?
20. No, I usually take like 10. And actually, lately I've been not taking it, and then just last night I did. And then anyway.
So then you were
Boring
high.
story. I got up at like 3 a.m. and then I was just up. So that's the low energy. Oh god.
Our sponsor is Funyuns and everyone's
The set
favorite
is,
lube, Astroglide. So
really
if
put
you
together.
if you want a good cock ring, throw these Funyuns on, and then it gets a little dry, so you lube it on up. Astroglide. Thank you. That's an official sponsor. They're paying me.
What are they paying you?
They pay me in Funyuns and in
Astroglide
Astroglide.
pays you in Funyuns.
Yeah. They pay me. Astroglide pays me in Funyuns, and Funyuns pays me in Astroglide.
And this is really nice. Your whole set's really nice. You don't have any arms, so I have to hold this the whole time, but that's fine. I don't mind.
You have 2 arms. Why not use one?
All right, want to take questions?
This is a good podcast.
It's great.
Listen, I never know because Kyle and I, we hang out a lot. We're good friends, so it's
I wouldn't say good. We hang out.
we're friends.
We hang out.
Kyle once told me that
You watch
I am.
my dog.
Kyle's his dog watcher.
That's in my head. That's what you are. Go ahead.
Olive is also an official sponsor of Astroglide. When she's sliding it in me, she puts on some lube. Anyway, not to sexualize the poor puppy, but we have fucked. Anyway,
We're in cancel culture, and I think you now can't do any pet endorsements for the rest of your life.
okay. All right. We're done. Sorry, Chow Mix. I'm out. Okay? And that wasn't racist. I didn't say chow in like a way, you know?
So you'll be editing this podcast? No, that wasn't bad. All right, let's
I'm
get
going to
to
edit it so that whatever I said that's bad sounds like it's coming out of your mouth.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Ooh, cancel Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
nothing
Sorry,
to
my
cancel.
hands here. I'm trying to figure out the set. I think this is good. I went to Joanne Fabrics and they have
Oh,
this.
bye, Olive.
See ya, Olive. You were fun. We each have a sword. And where's my fucking phone? All right.
All right, questions. Here we go.
All right.
This
So
is-
I
haven't
asked
heard
the internet.
these.
I asked the internet some questions. And here's what we got. What's your favorite Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu technique?
Jiu-Jitsu?
Jiu-Jitsu.
What is that? All right.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
beer, actually, that they sell at Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Boom, Jiu-Jitsu.
What's your favorite technique?
I don't fucking know. The one that fucks all you fucking losers up.
You just did a technique on me that was so good.
I did a leg lock on Kyle. I took him. He was standing, and I took him out.
Yeah, but you were like, all right, put your leg right there. Don't use your arms. Lean towards me, and then.
Let's
you
just
took
say
it down.
that he was in a heel hook within 10 seconds and crying, begging for mercy.
All right, you got to answer these questions.
I don't have an answer for that. Okay. policy. Are you laughing at this?
It's like you read a question, you didn't answer it.
Well, I don't have an answer for that.
Okay.
Does Kyle actually have AIDS or is it a joke? I don't know how to feel when I laugh along, but I do love him. I guess from when we did we not clear up that you don't have AIDS? Okay, this is a follow-up to the first episode.
I never had AIDS. I thought, I was actually sure I had AIDS in college because I had sex one time with a girl, normally vaginally. And it was back when AIDS was huge.
AIDS used to be so popular.
It was just, if you had unprotected sex, you got AIDS.
Tom Hanks played AIDS in a movie. Do you understand how popular it is?
But anyway, no, I don't have AIDS. I never had AIDS. Next question. Great.
Kyle gets a lot of here's the thing. Do you want people to know you get a lot of pussy or do you want them to think you don't?
I think I want them to think I do, and that, because I think girls are like, oh, other girls? And then they're like, yeah, where it's the opposite for guys.
What, guys need to...
What?
You want us to think we don't get dick?
Huh?
I don't get dick.
Nice. Next. I don't mean to rush.
No, I don't care.
Do you feel like I'm rushing you?
I don't give a shit. Okay. How much did the Rogan effect help you after appearing on his podcast? It really did nothing for my career. No, it feng shuied my DMs, I think. It feng shuied my inbox. The DMs have gotten much hotter, much more successful, better dudes.
You got a lot of followers, too.
I got a lot of followers. Not compared to Kyle over here. Kyle Dunnigan.
Well, he was more like saying go to his Instagram.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, you have you're...
What?
Good at I don't know. Your Instagram's very well thought out. It's a lot of time goes in it, effort.
See,
it's gorgeous.
I don't know if I told you this. When I first did videos, people were like ragging me that I spent time on them.
Well, it's not cool to like put effort into
I have no idea. Like I'm doing something for free, and it's not cool that like I tried to do something nice for free. I just thought that was so weird.
Your beginning Instagram was not so good, right? Or was it?
Yeah, no, I didn't know what I was gonna be doing with it.
What was like the first moment you were like?
Well, when the app came out where I could put a face on me, where I could do an impression, because I could do, like I did Trump for years before he was president.
But it was just a regular face.
I look the opposite of Trump. Every feature on my face, yes, is different than Trump's. So
you don't have a
app,
winner's
I could
face.
do it. Huh?
You don't have a winner's face.
You think Trump's a winner?
I'm a big fan, honestly, of Kyle Dunnigan. What's the weirdest interaction with a stranger you've had before getting sober?
That's a good question.
A drunk interaction with Oh, I flashed a chain gang once.
Oh.
My friend, I had a motor scooter in Santa Fe, and I wonder if I told this story. But, and I would I would hit on people aggressively. I would drink and drive it around town. Santa Fe is a small town. And it had a horn. I would go like, beep, beep, hottie, or like, beep, beep, like your skirt. Like I would just go around and like throw compliments at people. And then there was a chain gang. There was just like a group of people doing their whatever community service. They were in prison though. They were chained. And they were just picking up trash in their jumpsuits. And so I was across the street and I flashed. I was on my scooter and I was like, beep, beep. And then I flashed them and I was like, what are you in for? And then my scooter stalled, and I had to walk it by them, to put my shirt down and walk it by them.
That's humiliating. Did you feel like they were laughing at you? Did you get a sense, or they were
I
busy
think they
with
were
their
like,
work?
I think they were like, sweet.
You mean chain gang like prisoners? Or
Yeah, they were prisoners.
Within like the striped things? And
they weren't in
chains?
stripes, but they were in like the red or the orange jumpsuits.
Oh, okay.
It was in Santa Fe. It was on Cerrillos. It was outside of the Haynes Brothers tattoo shop. They had these two brothers, the Haynes brothers. They had tattoos all over themselves, and I would get wasted and I would go home with them. And I remember waking up on their couch, fully dressed, and I wrote them a note like, "Thanks for not date raping me."
Well, that's nice.
I thought it was funny. I used to make out with one of them behind a dumpster. I always thought it was funny to make out where there was like pee on the wall when I drank. I've changed. Now I only make out where there's poop.
Tony Robbins says the past does not equal the future.
I agree. I had a really wild. It was
Tony
wild.
Robbins. Yeah.
What's the weirdest place you've made out with someone?
Made out?
Yeah.
Weirdest place. This is not. I have no good answer. An alley? An alleyway.
Yeah. Was it scary? This is making me
Not really.
horny.
It's normal.
Okay. Was it night or day?
Night.
Ooh.
And actually, there was two women, and then they started going out, and then I backed out of the situation.
They started making out and you were gone?
Well, it was me and this one girl, and this other girl came over, and they were making out. Then I like backed away, and then that one girl, I ended up, she was a lesbian, and I was like the last guy she ever made out with. So
That's happened to
turned
me.
her. It turned
You
to me
turned
a
her.
lot.
Has that really happened to you a lot?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah, they were
Lesbos
like, I
like
think I'm
you?
done with this. No, they're like, this is the end of men.
Why
Like,
do
I'm the
you?
end of
What did you
men
do to
for
them? Do you think?
I don't know. I just didn't have the right parts.
Genital?
And, yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That was a way better story than you were leading it to be.
You know, when I first said it, I forgot that was the story.
So
But
wait,
yeah.
you're making out with a girl. Did you meet her at a bar? Were you
No,
already
we
seeing her?
were in a class together, and then
What
the
kind of
whole
class?
Well, now we're nailing it down. But anyway, it was an improv class, the Groundlings, and we were playing Spin the Bottle.
You were zip zap zapping.
Yeah.
You were playing Spin the Bottle in class.
Yeah, you know, this
Just
is
the two of
like
you?
after class. No, the whole group of us. Well, there's like maybe 6.
You're in an
group.
alleyway playing.
No,
Spin the Bottle.
I
Okay.
didn't explain. We were in a bar playing Spin the Bottle.
Okay.
And yeah, and then we took it outside. But then
Just the two of you took it
Yeah.
outside.
This
You had to
other
kiss in
woman-
the Spin the Bottle. The bottle landed on her. You made out in front of everyone. You realized both of your parts moved. She got a little wet. You got a little hard. You're
Whoa.
like, let's meet out in the alleyway. I'm trying to listen.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
people are bored. They want to fucking. They
No, you're
want to hear
right.
something sexy and juicy.
Okay, yeah, that happened.
So then the parts moved. My parts are kind of moving right now, just thinking about it. So then you go out into the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Danger.
Yeah, and then things got crazy.
You're making out. Did you push her up against a wall?
Yeah, she was against a
Did you
wall.
push her a little bit?
I pushed her really hard. No, I didn't. I pushed her. Yeah, she hit her head, and then this other girl came around who she was, by the way, not involved.
She
It was kind
wasn't.
of inappropriate for her to jump into this.
Wait, she wasn't in the improv
This
troupe?
is a homeless lady. She's like, she wasn't the troupe, but she wasn't involved.
And she
And I was
came.
kind of like, I wasn't pissed. But I was kind of like, geez.
Then she pushed you against the wall, and then she took the girl.
Then she sort of was like, this, and then they were going at it, and I was like, bye.
And then did you hook up with the girl again?
No, but this other girl from my class drove up, and she's like, come back to my place.
Is this real?
This is true. It was quite a night.
Guys, we got to do improv. Wow.
Yes,
Let's just
yes.
say this is a story I'll tell. I ran into my friend Ivy Walensky from elementary school. We can say her full name because she did nothing wrong in this story. So I run into her. She was my friend in 6th grade. She was really into frogs. I don't really know why, but now we're starting to talk shit. I don't know why she liked frogs. Ivy, get a life. No, she's cool. She got kids. She's doing great. I ran into her at the Willow Grove Mall. I was with my dad. This was 1 or 2 Christmases ago. She runs into me and she goes, oh my God, I was just talking to my mom about you. We saw you on like Chelsea or one of the shows, one of my many credits. And she goes, my mom, she said that when we were friends, when we were little, you were so crazy. Now, Kyle's called me crazy before.
Yeah, that hit like I didn't mean it in a negative way.
I understand
but
100%
and I get
how
why
you meant now.
you got knowing you and the history. Your friends were calling you crazy, their moms were calling you crazy, and then I called you crazy. You were like, you back off.
I'm not crazy.
No.
It's a trigger. No, but anyway.
It's a trigger. That's what.
So,
it
but
is.
I was like, what kind of crazy? Because when you said it, I understand what you're saying now because you meant be more
I
like
think wild on stage.
Wild.
It's makes you unique. You feel dangerous on stage, and
you're
so
so
it's good.
scared of me.
No, it's good. And then on stage, people,
I'll never
Yeah.
hurt you, Kyle.
you can't hurt
You're
me.
my fave.
I saw your leg takedown. I'm not.
Oh my
afraid.
God, I did hurt. Someone actually asked if I could beat you up, and I did earlier beat him up. I took him the fuck down. I heel hooked the shit out of him.
We talked about it.
But whatever, I just wanted to remind people.
No,
They
but
might
like
have forgotten.
you took me down, but you had to tell me like where to stand and not move. Like that's not a fight would go very different.
Notice how there's no evidence of this. All we know is I
I'll
took
fight
you
you
down.
anytime, full on. You should have that as an event on your podcast, like coming up.
I would love to.
next
Actually, that would
week,
be
I am
fun.
fighting Kyle full
Okay.
on, no gloves, just.
All right, we're gonna do
going
it
at
6 months from now.
All right.
You got to train too, though.
I don't need to train.
Oh my God.
I don't need to train. No,
This is so. Do you understand?
Physically, I could just like get out of the hold and just like punch you in the
I
head.
wasn't hurting you. I don't want to hurt you. I know
don't
you're
wanna punch you
nervous
in the
about
head.
getting injured.
I don't want to punch you in the head.
I know.
But once I do, you will go down. And your little moves with your leg hook don't make a difference because your head will be ringing. You understand? I've seen you on the wall. You can't get yourself up. I'm not flying up the wall. It's a genetic thing. I'm sorry. I didn't even do this. Is your podcast. Shouldn't attack you.
Oh my God. The idea of him thinking he'd be able to punch me in the face made me laugh so hard.
I thought you were laughing because you knew it was true.
You. You're nothing.
You weren't laughing.
You're nothing. You're nothing.
I 100% thought you were laughing because you're like, totally, it's true. But you were laughing because you think that it would be so easy to just beat me up. That's all. That is hilarious. Wait, this is a funny podcast. This just got very good.
You're nothing.
Do you see me spider up that wall?
Kyle's very good. Listen, he's talking about rock climbing. They don't know what you're talking about. They think you're just Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, rock climbing.
We just climb walls. No, we go rock climbing a lot. It's fun.
But I definitely...
But Kyle's very good at rock climbing. Kyle's actually surprisingly, you can't tell by his small stature that... I don't like teasing you. It just comes naturally.
Seem to be having a very good time.
I want to build you up.
You know, I drove here for free.
I want to build you up.
I'm just doing this for
I'm
free.
paying him. He's so full of shit. I'm paying you.
Yeah.
I'm paying you.
What are you paying me?
You can have one of these sheets.
Great.
One of these dudes. Wait, okay. What's the most... I'm going to read them and you decide which ones you want to answer.
All right.
Okay. If your mom falls in the woods... Okay, wait. Something about your mom...
I know the answer to that.
Do you appreciate some drunken karaoke? What do you think? You probably like karaoke. Kyle's talented. Talented people. Also, remember when you made out with the girls from your... You didn't triple kiss them when you were in the alleyway?
I wasn't into the other one. Like
she was a little bull?
She was
butch?
Yeah.
I thought you might be into that.
Just wasn't.
And then were you turned off because the other girl made out with the girl? You felt rejected?
I didn't feel rejected. I felt like I was not involved anymore, and so I just backed out of it. We were all very hammered, so I didn't feel,
And then the drunk girl drove up and took you away.
Yeah.
Is that real? Then you went and banged her?
Yeah, and that was, if it flipped, you would be like, this is very inappropriate.
The car?
No, this girl that took me back, it was like, I was so hammered.
Oh, you were raped?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you feel raped? Did you feel raped in the morning?
Like, I was clear.
Did your dick work?
It always works. So I was like literally outside her apartment, like spinning head, like drooling, about to vomit. Like that's where I was. And I was like taken to her bed and then... Look, I'm not claiming any assault.
I'm validating
but I'm just saying,
this.
If you reversed it, it would not have been.
Nightmare.
It would have not been. It would have been a little bit of a police report.
A he too, shall we say?
A he too.
Hashtag
Ooh,
he
did you
too.
start that? This place is really well put together. Things drop. There's no arms for the microphone.
Well, I have a lot of. Well, it wasn't set up correctly for it was my fault.
Oh, can I have one of those?
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Let's go.
All right. So, but I feel like we could have done the alleyway talk the whole time. I've made out in lots of alleyways.
Yeah.
I hooked up with I had a guy. There was this movie in town, an Adam Sandler movie in Santa Fe when I lived there, and I would hook up with the crew because it was such a small town. You're like so excited. There's like new dick in town, and it's temporary dick, so that's fun. So I was like 21. There's this 31-year-old like.
And you thought there's new dick in town, like that came into your head?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm laughing at something else. Go
Listen, are you laughing about when I took you down?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so we banged in the woods. We had gone up to the spa, and then we banged in the woods on the way down. And then later, when he was eating me out, he found a twig in my puss.
That's hot.
He also gave me crabs later.
Ew, really?
Yeah, he denied it.
Wood sex, I've had it once, and I've had it more than once, but one time I remember, it's really good because you feel like really part of the earth and like an animal.
When you're outside?
Yeah, when you're in the...
Or just
like,
having
yeah,
sex
just like
in
in
general?
the woods, deep in the woods. with the twigs and stuff.
Camp banging is fun. Camping and banging. I just remembered your story. Your camping story.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any interest in telling that?
Did I tell it in the last one?
No.
Oh yeah, I'll tell it.
Tell that story.
With the
That's so
bear?
good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, here we are, 1999. No, it was maybe 15 years ago. So we went to Yosemite.
I was in elementary school. Go ahead.
You were a baby, and we went to Yosemite. There was maybe like 6 of us, 3 couples, 2, 4, 6 of us, and went to this campground. And the guy said, "Don't have any food in your tents, or don't have any gum in your pocket." He was very intense. We were laughing about it. It's like the bears are just coming out of hibernation. They're starving.
Sounds like West Hollywood. Am I right?
So we're making jokes all night, talking like bear, and we're all
Yeah.
like turning and laughing.
Yeah.
So then we get into this tent. We go to our separate tents. And my friend Justin did something funny. This has nothing to do with the story, but I just remembered it. He was in his tent with his wife, and maybe they were engaged at the time, but she was mad because he kept farting in the tent. So then he would unzip the top of his tent and then put his butt out and then just fart out of the tent. Anyway, it's a visual gag.
That's great.
But
What's up, Justin? Do you want to shout out his?
yo, Justin, check out his podcast, New England Wood, I think it's called. All right, that's what's up.
What's his last name?
McKinney.
Justin McKinney. What's up? I talked to him on the
That's
phone
what.
once.
So anyway, we're in the tent, and then about an hour into sleep, I kid you not, the size of my fist pushes into the tent, blows up of air on her head where her hair moved. You're in a tent and your hair moves from the air from a beast. That you could feel this beast.
I honestly thought it was another fart. I lost. It was like part of that sentence. I wasn't paying attention,
very,
and then
similar.
I thought that Justin's fart made her hair move.
That's understandable. So then the snout, which is now 6 inches into the tent, moves over to my head, sniffs my head. Now, I thought this word, because when something traumatic is happening, or maybe a car crash, you have this calm part of you that's like, oh, we're crashing, I better relax or something. So this voice came in my head that goes, oh, this is what terror feels like.
Yeah.
Just a calm, oh, this is terror. I've never felt terror. It's a new feeling.
Justin's wife felt it earlier.
Yeah.
Those farts.
So we're staying very still, just squeezing each other's hands really hard,
Aww.
but not even breathing, only enough to not die.
Yeah.
Just going so we don't want anything to disrupt this bear. So then what really happens, the bear steps fuck this and left. But you don't know if he's maybe circling or whatever. So we laid there for 2 hours. Okay. She falls asleep. I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping if I watch an episode of a murder mystery.
No, I watched Free Solo with you. I don't think you slept for a while after that.
So anyway, so then it's now I have to take a piss. I'm gonna pee in this, or I've got to go. And it's been 4 hours. It's starting to get light out, so I go out. No, it was still dark. It was terrifying, and I just was waiting to get just mauled by a bear, but I didn't. Went back in the tent, and now another 3 hours goes by, and it's light out. Now it is 30 degrees in this tent. It's freezing, and she's been asleep now for 4 hours, dead asleep, and I'm like, Justin's now in the.
I just remembered the story.
Justin's now in the car, which is facing the tent right there.
Did they see the bear?
No, they had no idea any of this happened. So I'm like, hey man, and we're talking, and so I just I'm in the car with Justin, and then she wakes up, and it was the end of our relationship. But I completely feel like I could way more protect her outside if the bear came up than in that tent.
You're not protecting her.
She was dead asleep. It's not like she was
Were
scared.
you going to go if the bear went to her tent?
Huh?
I'm sorry. If you're in the car.
Yeah.
And you see the bear go to the tent, you're not going over to the tent. What are you going to do? You're going to go fight the bear?
What do you want me to do? I drive the
What would
bear
you-
over the car. I have a car.
Okay.
You know, if you're getting mauled by a bear, don't you want someone to at least like drive a car and hit the bear?
Were you planning on? Was
Or
that
you want
your
me to be like,
plan?
get away, but you can't do anything. You can feel this beast. Like there's no fighting this bear.
It's crazy. That's how close it was to your head. Like how close was it to you?
No, its snout was like right there.
That's so scary.
And like a puff of air like hit your head. It's like,
That's such a good way to die.
no.
That's
No.
like a good story for us to tell.
Not the worst way to die.
What's the worst way?
Plummeting from a plane.
Why
You
is
have all
that
this
bad?
time to think. And
That's
like,
great. You get to sort it out. I would want to be like pushed off a building.
That's
Like, ah!
You want to feel as least terror. You want it to be
I like
fast.
adrenaline. I like that. That's fun.
I think you're
Skydiving
lying.
was boring.
I think gun to your head, you would choose a gun to your
Gun
head.
to your head. So Ivy Walensky, so I run into her and she goes, "You're crazy. My mom said you're crazy." And I was like, "What kind of crazy?" That's what I've learned to ask because there's different types of crazy. She goes, "You were boy crazy."
Oh.
I got my period when I was in like fourth grade, third grade, fifth grade. I was really young. In my Umbros, I was
You wanna take
11.
another shot at which grade it was?
It was fifth.
Fifth. All right, 10. You're 10.
I was 11, yeah. I was held back in kindergarten.
Oh.
Then I skipped 2 grades because I was molested in high school. Anyway, listen.
Do you have more questions? Because I got to go.
No, but listen, we're going to go in a second. Why are you acting like you're going without me?
No, I'm going with you. We're going to the beach. Great, fantastic. But I have to get on a phone call at 3:15.
Oh, that's
Look,
right.
It's not a big
a
deal.
3:30 call. I was there when he made it, but he's saying.
Oh, is that 3:30?
Yeah, it was 3:30.
Okay, good. I have a little more
So
time.
anyway,
Was it 3:30? Yes.
It was
okay.
3:30.
All right. I'm good.
But I was gonna say, and you asked if I'm looking. I'm accepting. If people want to try to date me, they can try.
And let's go over your
open.
criteria. You need ripped abs.
I want them to be super hot.
Let me
Okay, you say it. You tell
say it,
people.
and you tell me if I'm bang
Okay.
on. If you want to date Annie Letterman, you need ripped abs. Don't DM unless you look down at your abs and you see at least a 6-pack, maybe an 8.
Well, you shouldn't be able to see your own 6-pack,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
You cannot want to be or be in comedy. You can't be like, I want to be a comedian.
You can't do
You're
it.
out. You're out.
Bye.
You have to have a sense of humor. You can't just be like, right?
Depends on
Oh,
how
that
you
doesn't
are.
matter. Okay, depends on ab numbers. You gotta be able to like pull your weight financially. If you don't have your financial shit together, you can't date Annie Letterman. She won't have it. She might bang you if you're hot. She doesn't mind. She doesn't care if it's a one night thing. Am I nailing this?
That's pretty good. More. What else?
Can't be super religious. Is that real?
I can't imagine that working out.
That's all.
I want to have hot kids. I want to have hot kids. If you're like darker skin, like I like a islandy vibe. No, just hot. I want hot kids. I want to have hot children. I used to go
It is
for
the most important
funny-
thing to be
I think
hot
it
in this
is.
world.
It's number one.
It
the
shouldn't
most
be.
important.
but it
Why?
is. Because it's just bones. It's just like your bones came out that has nothing to do with you in a way that's symmetrical, so you get a better life. That shouldn't be. It is like that, but it shouldn't be like that. You have nothing to do with your face. You didn't like make.
I
your
know,
face.
and you didn't do anything.
You
didn't-
do anything.
And here's the thing. I appreciate like all the things that we've done. We become smart. We become funny. We become all these things to overcome the fact that we're not hot. But if you're hot, you can just be like a little bit of all those things, and people are like, "Yay!" Like it's incredible.
It's very. I think it's a. There's no free lunch. I've said that before. If you're really hot and you're getting things, I think you need to have a really bad between 11 and 14. It's got to be really bad.
Something. Yeah, you have to have been hurt. And I think people that aren't hot want to hurt the hots. We want to take them down.
I want to hurt the hots.
You want to hurt the hots?
Yeah.
I'm an in-betweenie. I'm not quite. I'm like comedy hot, but I was molested so much, so I don't know what I am. But it's fun. It's cool to figure it out.
We're all on a journey.
It's a journey. But
It
I would
is.
like. I want to. My dad is not hot. My mom's hot. My dad's an uggo. I don't think my genes could sustain another uggo.
I mean,
And I've
that's
dated
valid.
ugly men, obese, ugly men.
You also think of what do you need to add or take away? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't need a girl who also has a large nose. Like, we'll definitely.
It's so rude to say that to me.
You don't have a big nose. Your
also
nose
don't have a big
fits
nose.
your face.
You also don't have a big nose.
I have no imperfections. I was trying to relate to people.
I think
that are
you're.
watching.
Listen. Okay, keep going.
Listen. Next question. Here we go. Next question. Let's go. I got 10 minutes.
All right. Someone asked if you could do an impression of me. You did it once and it was traumatizing. It really
Okay.
hurts. Getting an impression done of you, it does hurt.
Getting an impression done of you does hurt.
That wasn't real.
No, you do a thing. You do this a lot. You're like, you're being crazy. This and that. I can't do your voice, but you do.
You can't?
You can't. You can't.
Ew, you put like weird hope in my voice that I don't think is there.
Ew, you put weird hope in my voice.
Why are you making me on Broadway?
I can't do you. I can't do it. I'll work on it.
Work on an Annie Letterman impression. Okay, wait. We're gonna do Here's my impression of Kyle. I don't know who I am. That's the real Kyle. That's the only thing he ever says. All the rest is impressions.
Just a reminder, I drove here for free. I'm doing, you know what I mean?
I'm your friend.
Just, you know.
Thank you
I
for
don't need
doing
to
my
get
podcast.
abused. This is very
I adore
abusive.
you. You're my favorite.
All right.
My
All right, I forgive you.
favorite. Okay, let me do
you
a couple more questions here. What?
know where the I hear it.
I got 70,000 followers. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Kyle has so many followers. Okay.
I need more. I
Gender-
always need more.
Okay,
Good.
we do need more followers. If you guys could tell your
It's
friends
really
and
a
family.
sick loop that we're in now with this followers thing. I don't like it. Go ahead.
Okay. Gender reversed. As a man, how do I stop being codependent and craving female attention? As a man, how do I stop being codependent and craving
I'll
female
tell you.
attention?
I mean, this goes for basically anything. You got to feel your feelings. I know that sounds hokey, but whenever we get into an addictive thing or we're doing something we don't want to be doing, really, we're repressing some emotions. Now, where did I learn that? From everything that everyone already knows. Everyone already
Yeah.
knows this, but
I just learned it, so I feel like it's new information.
I mean, everyone just
You gotta
packs it
feel
in a
your
different way. But
feelings.
that's
You gotta feel your feelings. You gotta feel your emotions. You get that feeling in your fucking gut.
we do things, and I love getting like deep like this. We do things that we don't want to be doing, and we look back. Why did I do that? It's always we're trying to we're avoiding feeling bad. We don't want to feel our feelings.
But you gotta go through the feelings to get over the feelings.
God, amen to
You got to
that.
listen to The Adult Chair, people. The Adult Chair is a podcast that's so good. Michelle Chalfant, that's my fucking bitch. I love her. She's the fucking bomb. But it's on iTunes. It's so good. It's helped me so much. I journal my inner child. I do a lot of hallucinogens too. I did the other day. I decided I was procrastinating. I was like, why am I procrastinating? I need to do a bunch of mushrooms to figure it out. And my friend was like, are you doing the mushrooms to procrastinate? And I was like, yes. But I didn't do the mushrooms yet. But I asked the audience, I said on Instagram, I said, how many grams should I do? I've never gotten more responses in my life. People love to tell you how many mushrooms to do.
What's like the general?
Well,
gist
people
of
were
how
saying do like 1 gram or 2 gram. When we did mushrooms, we did 1.5 each.
that wasn't
The first
a lot,
time.
right?
It didn't feel like a lot. How did you feel?
I felt very high. I didn't want to get any higher. I remember that. I was like, this is the top that I would ever want to do.
I think we should have done more, but I didn't know you well enough.
That was
And
my
Brody
first
had just
time,
died.
too. Yeah.
I felt weird. I didn't know. I didn't know what my feelings were. It was uncomfortable for me. But yeah, no, I want to do 5. Terrence McKenna says to do 5 grams in a dark room. You're going to think you're dying probably. It's like crazy and it's like an ego death. And then you come back from it with like all of this knowledge. I want to learn shit. I want to go in hard.
I mean, just 1.5 grams. I was in so much pain. Like I can't imagine
Oh, with your
tripling that
stomach?
dose. Yeah, my stomach was like.
I don't get the stomach problems, but I think if you did it in a tea,
The
we've done
tea,
tea
yeah,
since.
the tea,
Oh,
that's
we
good.
went. This was fun. We went to the Renaissance Fair on mushrooms.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was good. That was a good low dosage.
That was a fun. We just it was a little more than a micro.
There's this bit that I'm still gonna shoot, where I just thought they were doing a play, like "Hear ye" to the audience. You know, they're all dressed up, and
He had a crow or something on his arm.
yeah, like a parrot, and they're like, "Well, in the olden times," and I thought it funny, like to burst in through the side because you could get on stage and just be like, "I'm from the future." In our time, nerds dress up like you and pretend They're like doing your time. It's great. And then they wouldn't be able to break character. So they would have to be like, they do? I'm like, yeah, huge nerds. Like, get together. And they do this thing.
It is fun to go to the Renaissance Fair. It was a missed opportunity. We fucked
I
up.
chickened out. It was just a chickening out
I think that
situation.
Kyle and I need to start doing. We need to do something where we force each other to humiliate each other, humiliate ourselves.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
What? Say it.
Nah, sometimes. I think that's okay, that example, but you don't like when like if someone's feelings get hurt.
I know, but here's the thing: for the greater good of comedy, as you were saying the other day, we were talking about jokes. Someone's getting hurt, so there's a target. It's you, it's me, it's someone else. It's this gorgeous gay cowboy.
You can like punch up. Like the roast on Comedy Central works because they're all rich and famous. Everyone's like, we can pick on, we can laugh. Renaissance Fair people,
You're allowed to make fun of them. They're living their best life at that moment. You have to understand, we think they're nerds. They're the happiest they've ever been. We think they're nerds. We're going, oh my God, these poor people.
But like in high school they got picked on, then I come in like,
there was a kid in my high school that was
nerds.
making chainmail in school. I was like, oh.
Any more questions? I gotta go in like literally 30
I
seconds.
know, we gotta go. I don't know. I think that's it. We're figuring out this podcast by we is me and Anthony. I got Anthony over here figuring it out. We're figuring it the fuck out. We have a new backdrop. I hope you guys like it. Someone sent me, I'm going to do an unboxing. Kyle, you can leave if you want to go make your phone call. Or you can stay. I want to unbox. Someone sent me a present. You have 9 minutes until your call. Someone sent me a present. If you want to send me presents, please send me presents for the podcast at the Comedy Store, 8433 Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. That's 90069, baby. What I do to your mom. She's a whore. But I'll open them. It's an unboxing. I've been sitting on this for a while. I've gotten some cool presents.
This would be a good time for that microphone arm.
Yeah, it would be. Oh no, what is this?
So I could send you some weird shit.
Oh no, it's something they wrote. Oh, they sent me Japanese. They sent me cards, Japanese cards. This feels worse than anthrax, honestly. I was a little scared I was going to get killed, but instead I was given someone's...
Oh, to admire, Mu Yang, a screen, Ping Mu.
I mean, thank you, I guess.
You can learn a language. That's
Here's
nice.
the deal. That's so nice of you. I'm not really into school. So if you want to send me fun things like toys and swords and nunchucks, I'm into that.
This is a good example of what, like, you want the opposite of this.
This is like, you're a virgin, I get it. This is like the Renaissance Fair in a present.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I was on mushrooms, maybe. No, this is very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
After all that. Thank you so much.
Thank
though.
you.
That's
I don't want
thoughtful.
to discourage people from sending presents, but
You might get ragged on if it's not.
this
a
is.
nunchuck.
I hope that you had these pre-written for yourself and that you didn't write these for me.
No,
if you
they
wrote these
were
for
in
me,
school and they were like, "I'll send this. I don't need it anymore."
yeah, you sent me your garbage. Honestly, you sent me your fucking trash.
Well,
Xing Chao Hai. You know what that means? Fuck you in Japanese. And honestly, with the recent Shane Gillis controversy, I don't like you tempting me. Okay?
Yeah, don't send her anything that's.
Don't
gonna
send me
tempt her
anything that's
say
going to make
something
me have a
offensive.
racial slur. Funyuns. Brought to you by Funyuns. Swords. That's period blood. Kyle, have you ever fucked a sword on its period?
Yeah, I did once. One time I fucked a sword.
Kyle's my best friend.
You're my ninth.
Kyle, what are you grateful for?
Oh, my dog, Annie, my dog, mother, of course, my car, my bed
Tesla.
when I use it, my house, which I don't own. The idea of like saying my house is not correct. I live in a house that I owe a lot of my bank owns it, and I owe them a lot of money.
Kyle's rich, and he's trying to
No,
pretend
I'm
he's
not rich. I'm
Ladies, Kyle's rich. We're
not. I
trying to give
am
you some puss.
living beyond my means. I need to figure something out.
So, ladies, come with some money, come with some fame. I think Kyle deserves. You should be with a famous woman. Or are you over that? You've done it before.
It doesn't matter. I don't have any. I mean, if someone's really famous, that's a problem. If it's a really like a thing, but I don't mind someone who's like.
Like Reese
on it.
Witherspoon's too famous.
No.
Oh, Reese. She's married. I want Liev Schreiber to be
Fuck.
my boyfriend. Do you think I could pull Liev? Liev Schreiber? If you're out there.
Is he married to?
They broke up and it was,
Oh.
I prayed for it. I really honestly believe in intentions because
Yeah.
I was like, I want them to break up. I want it to be a good breakup. And they broke up.
Yeah.
And then I texted my agent to get me into a Ray Donovan party and he like laughed. And I was like, I'm dead serious.
Huh.
I've just had a crush on my whole life. I like big noses.
Well, maybe that's a good thing for someone watching if they look like
Well, Kurt kind of looked like Liev.
Leave. That's his name, Leave.
Yeah, I guess I can't.
Like they looked.
Why are you talking shit on my crush?
No, I'm just saying his parents looked at their baby and they were like, leave. Okay.
Don't leave if you're watching. I know you're an insanny. I love you. I don't want to be weird if I love you.
Thank
Okay,
you
this
for
was so
having
fun.
me. This was
Thank
fun.
you. I hope
Always
you
a
guys
good
like
time.
this. Kyle Dunnigan.
Like,
Kyle Dunnigan
retweet,
Comedy.
hashtag this.
Just like us, okay? Thank you, Kyle. There will be another Caddy Daddy at some point. Someone asked that.
Yes.
We've spent hours trying.